I pay my obeisances to Mother Lakshmi, and I pay my obeisances to Lord Sriman Narayan. I welcome all of you to the Sunday satsang at the Sri Narayan Dham in Durban, South Africa. I welcome those of you that are physically present here at the Sri Narayan Dham. I welcome those that are watching this discourse live, locally, nationally and internationally. And I welcome those that's going to be watching this discourse when it is posted in the various groups subsequently. Modern science and supreme science. Modern science and supreme science. Common denominator in those two words I have spoken. Common denominator, science. Can we do an equation? Modern science, supreme science over science. Divasni, can we do an equation? Is modern science equal to supreme science? Where is modern science today? Still in its? No, not even infancy. It's still in the womb. Modern science is still in the womb. Supreme science is eternal, ever existing, never entered a womb. Never entered a womb, need not be proven by anyone. It stands as living proof on its own, for it is the very breath of Lord Sriman Narayan. There is only a saying within the minds of human that there is a distinction between science, God, religion, and spirituality. It is only a saying that there is a distinction between modern science, spirituality, God, religion. It has no basis. It has absolutely no basis. Everything, including that mind and that brain that concoct these false theories, belongs to supreme science. Everything, every single atom in this universe belongs to supreme science. Modern science is playing catch up. Modern science is playing catch up to the supreme science. And the supreme scientist of this Kaliyug, the 28th Kaliyug, was Lord Sri Ramanuj, 1000 years ago. The supreme scientist in our current times, the origin of supreme science is Lord Sriman Narayan. Lord Sri Ramanuj, 1000 years ago, formulated all the sciences first. He formulated all the sciences of the supreme scientist, and then he categorized it into the Vedanta Sara, the Vedanta Deepa, and the Sri Bhashya, the Bhagavad Gita, and the Vedanta Sangraha. So if anyone wants to learn the supreme science, if anyone wants to know science in its reality, then start with the writings of Lord Sri Ramanuj. All aspiring scientists start with the writings of Lord Sri Ramanuj. Because scientists in this material world are only getting a view, Ashilka, a view of the gross aspects of modern science. Behind every gross aspect, there is a subtle aspect, and behind every subtle aspect, there is a personification. In this century itself, branching or extending from the supreme science title of Lord Sri Ramanuj is none other than Swami Sudarshan Acharyaji Maharaj. In this century, expounding supreme science, none other, unequaled, unsurpassed, unparalleled. Not even the entire modern scientific community of the world, not even the entire scientific community of the world will amount to 1% of the supreme science of Swami Sudarshan Acharyaji Maharaj. The supreme scientist in this century, unparalleled, unsurpassed, Swami Sudarshan Acharyaji Maharaj. And I'm going to give you a few examples. Swami Sudarshan Acharyaji Maharaj, in his very first Guru Purnama, he did not know the amount of people that's going to attend the Sri Siddhartha Ashram. And they ran short of ghee. And in India, ghee is a basic ingredient in all types of delicacies and the mainstream meals, is it not? So at 9 o'clock in the night, where would you get ghee? Sita, the human Sita. Okay, let me explain why I said human Sita. Alright? So our dog Sita, playing wildly as she normally does, cut her paw or her feet. Paw. Cut her paw, and she had to go to the vet on Friday, and she was admitted, and she was released on Saturday, which is yesterday. And she had some medication to be taken. So our resident doctor and camera woman instructed that at a specific time certain tablets should be given to Sita. And so I asked Chris, our animal caregiver and devotee of this Sri Narayan Dham, pure devotee of this Sri Narayan Dham, if he would do us a favor and feed dog Sita with this tablet. So I told him, I am going to give 2 slices of bread because Ram and Sita lives together. Alright? So the slice of bread for Ram won't have cheese in it, so he won't make a mistake. Just give Ram dry bread, and the bread for Sita will have cheese in it with 2 of her tablets. And Chris, you know, he's from Malawi. His English is limited and his understanding is limited. I said, Chris, you have a problem with giving Sita this cheese bread with a tablet in it. He said, boss, no problem. What time is Sita coming? I said, Chris, not human Sita, dog Sita needs this tablet. So Chris was prepared to hand feed human Sita with dog medication in cheese. Anyway, Chris said that dog Sita really enjoyed it. He saw her crushing the tablet while she had the cheese. Okay? So coming back Sita, ghee. I don't think Sita will recommend 1 grain of ghee for a guru, alright? Guru has nothing to eat. Guru is eating air, I think, alright? Sita, a kilo of ghee for the guru, will you recommend? Okay, you saw? Straight no, alright? So, there was no ghee, Sita, at the ashram. No ghee at the Sri Siddhartha ashram in Faridabad, India, on the very first Guru Purnima. There is, or at that point in time, there was a well in which they were getting water from. And Guruji instructed his kitchen staff to bring up a few buckets of water from the well. And he converted that water from the well into 20 kilograms of ghee. Guruji converted a few liters of water from the well into 20 kilograms of ghee. Because Guruji is the supreme scientist of the 21st century. Guruji is the supreme, I'm using the word is. Guruji is the supreme scientist of the 21st century. You think all the world's combined scientists can convert water into ghee? So who is the supreme scientist? Unparalleled, unsurpassed. Science is light years away from supreme science. I was aided. Myself, Sean and Sarita were together in the ashram, and we were all aided by Guruji's foremost disciple G.S. Bauer. And whilst we were in the dining room having lunch, Bauer pointed out an Indian male whom he stated that Guruji had brought to life whilst his body was on its way to cremation. And Bauer beckoned this gentleman, and he came to us. No English, and Bauer half English translated. All right. So he was invited in our dwellings by Bauer to give us an account of what had happened to him. So this story I'm telling you as science would like it, it mustn't be a story, it must be a absolute truth. Absolute truth. So he stated that his love for Guruji as a devotee was so great that he told his family in passing that if ever he had to pass on in life, then his body before cremation must be taken through Sri Siddhartha Ashram. That was his last wish. Dana, don't think your body is going to come through this ashram. Alright? Straight from mortuary to cremation. Dana is busy thinking he'll put in a request that his body must also come through this ashram. Dana, don't think it. Alright? Guruji was busy, like you see myself. Whenever you come to this satsang or to this ashram, you'll always find me doing something, because this ashram in a state of construction. And similarly, at that point in time, the Sri Siddhartha ashram was in a point of construction, and whilst Guruji was busy giving orders, and he worked like me as well, he noticed this group of people coming past with this body, and you know how they carry these bodies in India, poles, and you placed the body on the poles, and this body was going past, and Guruji summoned them. And this whole group of mourners came to Guruji, and Guruji asked them, what is the story? And they said, this bhai had passed on. And Guruji said, no, he should not have left now. And this bhai woke up. On his way to cremation, this bhai woke up. So G.S. Bawa wanted me to only know this story, because Guruji's miracles are well documented. All of Guruji's miracles are well documented. G.S. Bawa wanted me to scientifically only know this story from this man who had died. And Guruji got him up from that contraption that was taking him for his burial on Sri Siddhartha Ashram ground. Would you agree with me that Guruji is the supreme scientist of the 21st century? Because all the scientists in the world combined today, with all their technology, with all their might, with all their power, will never ever have the capacity to bring a dead person, certified dead to life. Because Guruji is the supreme scientist. You understand? Because scientists are looking from the wrong end for answers. Scientists are looking from the wrong end for answers. Alright? I want you to imagine one of our goats. Alright? And if you want answers, where will you find the answers? In the front end of the goat or the back end of the goat?
Front end.
Front end, Amita. Yeah. Modern scientists are stuck in the back end of the goat. And they're working from the back end of the goat to the front end. The front end is the Upanishads. Front end is the Upanishad. And anyone seated in this Sri Narayan Dham today, anyone seated in the Sri Narayan Dham today, and anyone that's watching this discourse from any part of the world can become a supreme scientist if they start from the head. And the head is the Upanishads. And the Upanishads is supreme science. And if you work from the Upanishads, you don't have to go and start from the back. Material scientists are busy groveling their way from their back, when all the answers are already in the front. Alright? Vanita Beni did the face funny because when I said groveling away from the back, I don't know what image she had in her mind. Alright? But that's where modern, we want to call it modern science. That's where modern science is today. Alright? And that's where supreme science is. And I said in a satsang, I think a year ago, that before I close my eyes, I will see modern scientists bowing down to the Upanishads. I will say modern scientists bowing down to the Upanishads. So one more. Guruji had two disciples, male, female, and this female, like normal females, very, very insistent. So when she got pregnant, she came to Guruji. When she got pregnant, she came to Guruji. And she told Guruji, I would like a boy. She told Guruji, I would like a boy. Guruji was not like me. He didn't have the time I have in life. Thousands and thousands of devotees used to go to Guruji on a daily basis in the forest in Faridabad. He already knew 6 months before who would be coming to him on which day, which flight, which country, and his secretary will write down who is coming, from which country, and what problems they are, and what he have to resolve. So when they came there in that line, that book would be open, and Guruji would say, bless and go. You don't have to give me kisas, Hemita. No kisas for the Guru. Shalen, Guruji didn't have 2.5, 3 hours times 1,000 days to spend on one person. He had millions and millions and millions of people. Touch and go, granted. So he touched her, her request was a baby boy, and she went. When she went for an X-ray or scan, when she went for a scan, in a 5th or 6th month, the scan showed a baby girl. She came back to Guruji, and showed Guruji the scan and said, Guruji, but you promised me, and you know how females are, Guruji, but you promised me. Imagine she said that in Hindi. I don't even know what. Vinita, what's you say in Hindi? Promise? How she must have said, Guruji, tu vada kiya. Apne vada kiya, Guruji. Right? We can only imagine what and how she must have looked at my poor Guruji. Alright? And Guruji once again told her, go. And she went to it. And a baby boy was born. And a baby boy was born. But the scan, which is still in the ashram today for anybody that wants to verify, because it is scientific to verify. Please go to Sri Siddhartha Ashram and go and look at this X-ray, and they will point you out both to this dead pie, to those people that were still alive when the ghee was converted, when the water was converted to ghee, and this story I'm giving you. All this can be found at Sri Siddhartha Ashram and verified. All what I'm stating can be verified. And you agree with me that Guruji is the supreme scientist of the 21st century. Because you have to be a supreme scientist to change a human body that's already in its 6th month from male to female. And I don't know our doctor whether she can explain what would have had to happen to the chromosomes.
No explanation.
No
No explanation.
explanation, all right? Because science is still in the back of the, modern science is still, Hemita has also been there in the back of the goat. I think that is why she is loving the goat so much. She makes sure she feeds the goat every day. Through the front, but she studied at the back. Because she is a scientist. And I'm so honored, really. I'm honored to have a scientist, a modern scientist, that does the most basic and menial work at the Sri Narayan Dham. She does everything, and nobody on this earth will ever think that she graduated, she is a doctor, a medical doctor. Nobody will know. Now, Amita, you can press that button by mistake. Sometimes she on Facebook, she presses the button by mistake where her own face comes up. And then she apologizes. Now you can press the button. Let the world see you.
I don't even know how to do it. Can
Right?
you see? Okay, got it.
Okay. Send it back to the Guru. Only 15 seconds of fame. Okay? So our modern scientist does all our filming. She does all the postcards that you see. She's also a graphic designer. And she has really taken Sri Narayan Dham in terms of technology, in terms of physically and practicality right here, technology. She also assists my overburdened Vishwadhar, all right, in transcribing. After he became single, he got no time, all right, in transcribing these lengthy discourses. All right, Amita, tribute to you.
Thank you, Acharya.
Yes. And this is the relationship that scientists, if the rest of the scientists and scientific community do what Hemita has done, surrender to a guru, then, like Hemita, they don't have to work from the back of the goat. Hemita is slowly moving to the front. I think she's in the middle now. But one day I'm sure she'll be right at the front. All the quotes that you read on those posters, Hemita finds it and she sends it through. So I'm sure the destination is the Upanishads, and I'm sure when Gautam Acharya arrives again, she will be ready to take her initiation and be the first scientist to bow down to the Upanishads. Okay? And if the rest of the world, all the modern scientists follow in Amita's footpath, then you don't have to see the gross child that was a female becomes a gross child that is a male, because behind the gross body there's a subtle explanation on how every element in this universe can be manipulated. And that is found in the Upanishads, and the manipulation of every element in the universe is called mantras. And the supreme scientist must know all the mantras. There is no greater equation than the mantras that is found in the Upanishads. There is no greater scientific equation than the mantras that are found in the Upanishads. Where's the tablet? You didn't bring it. You'll remember I gave a discourse or two discourses that on my granddaughter's first birthday I will give her a tablet. Do you all remember? And I stated when she is 5, she cannot be fooled. Well, right now she's changing on the tablet the next feature. Her cartoons, she's watching cartoons, she's supposed to be watching Ram and Krishna cartoons, alright? I'm so sure her father will install that. But she changes. If she does not like Mickey Mouse for too long, then she changes it, alright? And she's only 1 year, and she knows to change to the next, alright? That is also part of supreme science. Is it not part of supreme science? About 3 months ago I said, or 2 months ago, that this is what you'll be doing. Okay? So, why would, although all the formulas of the Upanishads can be found now, human Sita, if you go onto the internet, will you find the Upanishads? Yes. Why can't everyone be like Swami Sudarshan Acharyaji Maharaj? Why can't everyone be able to convert water into ghee? And on that next day, Guruji sent his cook to buy 20 kilos of ghee. And he converted the ghee back into water and sent it in the world. So there was a balance in the
equation.
You understand? Explain to me why the Upanishads are cryptic. Sita, human. I have to say human Sita. Now we have 2 Sitas. Shalen? Why it has to be deciphered? Certain people or people with certain qualities. Vanita Beni, can you see where I'm going with this? The formulas are there. The Upanishads can be dished out to the whole world today. How many people will be able to change water into ghee and then ghee back to water again? Why? That's where Guruji got his formulas, that's where the mantras are, and that's where the science, supreme science is. It is hidden in the Upanishads. The supreme science is hidden in the Upanishads. The origin of supreme science is Lord Sriman Narayan, the first supreme scientist of this Kaliyug, Lord Sri Ramanuj. The current supreme scientist of the 21st century, Swami Sudarshan Acharyaji Maharaj. So just to end, when that Bhai, I have it on video. I think we have it on video. This Bhai, when he narrated his death and coming back to life, he stated that besides Guruji, besides bringing him back, remember Baba only brought him to tell us his death experience and coming back to life experience. This Bhai was so excited that he said, no, that is one. So Guruji had many equipment hired to flatten the land. Can you see a lot of similarities between Sri Siddhartha Ashram and Sri Narayan Dham? When I first walked in here on the 13th of February last year, when I acquired these premises, this dwelling could not be seen. There were over 200 or 300 trees. It was like a forest. Guruji Sri Siddhartha Ashram was in a real forest. Alright? Then this place could not have one single parking when we walked down here. Today we can park 100 vehicles because we brought in equipment. Alright? Whereas Guruji, as this Bhai explained, Guruji, whilst he was drinking tea, it was reported to him that this equipment that's on site cannot break that rock, it is so difficult. Then Guruji threw his tea onto that area and all the rocks split in two. So that this Divya Dham, Sri Lakshmi Narayan Divya Dham, which is the Sri Siddhartha Ashram that you see today, is built on flat ground. The tea that Guruji threw onto that land. Unfortunately, I didn't. I tried to throw some tea. Nothing happened. We had to hire an excavator and a TLB to cut this land. Alright? Dana is very happy my tea didn't work. Alright? So Guruji is the supreme scientist of the 21st century. You can take all the tea plantations in the world and you can take all the modern scientists in the world. You can make millions of cups of tea and give it to them. Not one of them will ever be able to throw the tea and the rock split in a flat formation. All, with all their technology and all the tea. Anyway, I'm coming out of tea just now soon. Sita got me right out of things. Alright? So I don't care if the scientists finish all the tea whilst trying to do what Guruji did. This earth will be depleted of all the tea, but they will never ever do what Guruji did if they are investigating modern science from the back of the goat. Like Guruji, if they come to the front of the goat, learn the Upanishads, then you won't need all the tea, just one cup. And the tea will break every rock. So the question is, Sita, why only a handful of gurus in this world have a supreme scientist?
They fully surrendered.
Benita Beni, Paddy, why are there only a handful of gurus that are supreme scientists, not mystic scientists?
Because the bona fide gurus.
Why? We want to know why.
Because they completely surrendered to
See, there are scientists, there are mystics. There are mystics. There are mystics, and they were mystics. Ashes was flying around. Gold was being coughed out. Isn't? But that wasn't supreme science. That was mystical science. That was mystical science. There is a gap between modern science and supreme science. And you'll see most of these yoga gurus going around the world. Imagine if this guru who's going around the world now doing inner engineering, if he had Guruji's capacity, what would he do to the outer engineering of this universe? Because he is selling inner engineering, which is a product of the Vedas. Disguised, he is selling inner engineering disguised as a guru, because any mystic can get superficial powers. Supreme science, like Guruji, like Lord Sri Ramanuj, will only come from the Sri Sampradaya. Because this science, if misused, these gurus that selling products, they are already multi-millionaires and trillionaires now, is it not? With just one atom of knowledge, if they're selling these products, then imagine if they become supreme scientists, what they'll do to the universe. This entire universe will be for sale. Will it not? Because I was shocked. As I was browsing through Facebook, that the 5 greatest yogis were mentioned. And I rushed into the article thinking number 1 will be Lord Sri Ramanuj, number 2 will be Swami Sudarshan Acharyaji Maharaj, and number 3 will be myself. All 3 names were not there. Those 5 names that were there, that sold their soul to the West. That sold their soul to the West. Physical yoga is not science. It is scientific, it is merely exercise. It is merely exercise. Okay? So coming back, if this information go into hands that are not absolutely pure, what will they do with this information? Look what Ravana did. Look what Hiranyakasipu did. Look what Sukra Acharya did. And it is for that reason that every Tom, Dick and Harry cannot know or learn this mantra. This mantra will be, these mantras will only be enlightened through the grace of Guru and Lord Sriman Narayan to the deserving supreme scientist. You can see Guruji returned that water and kept the balance of the universe. If you manipulate any of the elements for other purposes, what is going to happen to the balance of the universe and the karmic cycle? Because this universe is, the substratum of the universe is karma. Imagine if this supreme science goes into these yogis who's selling their soul to the West. What will happen to the balance of the universe? How chaotic the universe will get. You understand? And it is for that reason that only absolutely pure devotees of Lord Sriman Narayan will be enlightened with the supreme science. Jai Sriman Narayan.